Hi guys, welcome to my channel. This is Tasty J. Y'all already know this camera is crooked. Like, I can just look at it and tell. I've tried straightening it up so many times that like now my food is cold because I've been sitting here wrestling it. So I do apologize if it is crooked on your end. On my end, it's like it looks lopsided. Anyway, hi guys, I hope you guys are doing well. Today, the day I'm posting this, is my 1-year anniversary on YouTube. So I got a cupcake. I'm not gonna light it because I have a fire alarm literally like directly above me, but I got a cupcake with the candle to celebrate my 1-year anniversary. Y'all, the cupcake looks a mess. I got it from Target, so it's been all like flipped upside down all around. I'm putting it in this container. Anyway, so I'm going to be eating the new like Korean inspired recipe from Shake Shack. It's been out for some weeks now, I think. But I haven't tried any of it. I'm just gonna read. So they have a Korean barbecue burger, and that is this. This is this. Yeah, my food is cold, but I'm just going to sit here and eat it because, like I said, I've been sitting here wrestling with my tripod and all that, trying to get it to straighten up right. It's not, and I'm just wasting time. So the Korean barbecue burger I'm just going to read the description. So it's 100% Angus beef cheeseburger topped with crispy sweet onions, fresh scallions, and a savory Korean barbecue sauce on a toasted potato bun. Then they have the Korean, spicy Korean barbecue cheese fries, crispy crinkle cuts topped with our cheese sauce, spiced with kimchi seasoning, and served with a side of Korean barbecue sauce. This is this Korean barbecue sauce. It kind of like, I think this is just the sauce they like, their own Korean barbecue sauce. It's kind of an interesting color, but I'm hoping it's good. The fries are here, and I'll show those in a minute. And lastly is the Korean style fried chicken sandwich. Crispy white meat chicken breast coated in spicy and sweet gochujang glaze, sprinkled with sesame seeds, and topped with white kimchi slaw featuring choice kimchi on a toasted potato bun. And that is this. And here go the fries that go with that sauce. So I'm just gonna dig it. Oh, and I got this lemonade. I think it's the yuzu honey lemonade from them, I think. So if you're new to my channel, welcome. I'm Tasty J. I think I said that. I don't know. Sorry. Y'all, it's been a long time. I know. It's been some months since I posted. How do you guys like my hair? I actually just changed this over this past weekend. For a long time I've had auburn hair, red hair. That's just how it's been for like over like at least a year and a half now. It's so yellow. It's good. So I recently decided to go back dark, but I'm kind of missing the auburn a little bit. I've only had this like 2-3 days now. I'm missing the auburn and the red hair a little bit. I kind of felt like that was my hair color. Like that was officially, you know, like certain people, like they wear a certain color so much, even though it's not their natural color, that you just look at them as a natural whatever color, hair color. So like for example with Beyonce, she always wears blonde hair, so now it's like you kind of just look at her as like a natural blonde because she's always wearing blonde hair. And that's kind of how I felt about the like reddish and auburn hair. But I'm actually kind of liking this dark hair. So I'm probably going to stick it out a little bit longer. I kind of want to go blonde actually too. Anyway, I know y'all here for this, so here it is. It's not bad. I don't know if it, like when I'm eating this, to me, I'm not getting Korean barbecue. I don't know, but it's good. It's just not, like, none of these flavors I'm tasting right now remind me of Korean barbecue. Like, my fries are sticking together. Not bad. So yeah, y'all, it's been a year since I first uploaded my first YouTube video. And I know I've been slacking off these last few months, but I'll give you guys like an update. Here's the sauce. I don't know, it's kind of like a, like almost, the color almost reminds me of like a gravy. It's kind of like a brownish color. Let's see. I really care for it. Not just as like a dipping sauce. You know, like with this, I'm sure it's good. Because I think it's on there, right? I had to read the description again, but I'm pretty sure it's on here. On here, it doesn't bother me, but it didn't just straight up. Anyway, so it's the last few months. The last video I posted was the I just realized I haven't tried the chicken. The last video I posted was the, I think the one where I'm eating pumpkin. This was good. It's okay. I don't know what I'm tasting. I feel like I could taste the gochujang a little bit, but there's other stuff on here I'm tasting. I don't know. So yeah, like I was saying, the last video I posted, yeah, I'm all over the place. It's been so long since I recorded anything. The last video I posted was I think the one where I ate pumpkin for 24 hours. You know, that video didn't do that good in views, but it's okay. I look at it as like I'm learning what my audience likes, right? This is my first time having Shake Shack's chicken. It's okay. But yeah, so over time, life has just been lifing. I feel like I said this in one of my other videos. So, just to give you guys a little bit of background. So, one of my videos before that, I was talking about how I had an interview and how it didn't go that well, so I was waiting to hear back from the interview. So I ended up getting the job. And I accepted. I don't work there anymore. So in just a few months, I done started the job, worked it, and quit. And y'all, let me just say a disclaimer first of all. I am not the type to quit a job. That's one of the things with my video with me talking about quitting my job at the high school I worked at. I am not the type to quit a job because I'd rather stick it out as long as I can. So I'm not the type to hop from job to job. Yeah, I don't get no napkins. I forgot them. So to give you guys a little insight, so I ended up getting a job, and basically I was working as an exam proctor at a facility. And basically, for those of you that don't know what an exam proctor is, it's essentially someone who administers exams, tests, or whatever, collects tests, watches the students while they take tests, make sure they're not cheating and stuff like that. And initially in the interview, my initial interview, because I had, I think 3 interviews, I don't even remember anymore, 3 or 4 interviews, I think it was 3. I just remember in the initial interview, they told me the position averages a certain amount of hours a week. And I was like, okay. I wasn't working, and I was like, that's perfect. Well, by like the last interview, they were saying it averages a certain amount a week, but it was less than what they told me in the first interviews. So immediately I'm already like about it, but you know what, because I wasn't working, I was like, I'll take it. There goes that green is the scallions, fresh scallions. I don't think I've gotten any yet in my mouth though. I'm not in love with this, but it's not bad. So I ended up taking the job. And I worked it. And while I was working it, the people were there were nice for the most part. I had a couple issues with a couple people, but other than that, they were mostly fine. But I didn't like the job. Like, I knew what I was signing up for, right? So, I mean, I know what an exam proctor is, but when you're actually in it, it's like, you kind of, I don't know, I kind of felt like my life was wasting away, if I'm being honest with y'all. So, like, that's the red is the seasoning, I think kimchi seasoning. But yeah, so like, I kind of felt like my life was wasting away, and just a little bit, like, some of the exams would be shorter, like 70 minutes, and then some of them were 4 hours long. So I'm literally sitting there for 4 hours watching people, excuse me, take tests and other stuff or whatever, and it was just like, I was just thinking like, I could be doing something so much better and more productive and more fulfilling with my time. So I wasn't even like, at first I wasn't even looking for jobs or anything. Like, I was like, I'm gonna stick it out because, like I said, I'm the type to stick it out. So I was like, I'm gonna at least stay here for 6 months. But then I started getting irritated with the job because they started doing other stuff. So the job itself was less hours than I was originally told it was gonna be. But then the hours that they give you vary every week. So 1 week you might be working a 4-hour shift on one day. The next week you might be working a 9-hour shift on that same day, you know? So one Monday I'll be working 4 hours, the next Monday I'll be working 9 hours. It varies, and they were so strict on not giving you extra hours. And I'm like, this wasn't mentioned in the interview, you know? So, excuse me. So, it makes it harder for you to even try to get another job. Because, you know, at first I was like, I'll do this job and maybe I could get another job on the side, evening job. But not overnight, so I don't want to work overnights. But like an evening job. Well, it make it hard for you because you don't even have a set schedule. Like I said, one day you could be working a 4-hour shift. One Monday you could be working a 4-hour shift. The next Monday you're working 9 hours. How am I supposed to communicate that to another job if y'all are doing this? And I don't want to limit my schedule completely because y'all already aren't giving me hours anyway. So they were saying like at least like by the end of it they were like you'll get at least you will get for sure 19 hours a week, but you can't go over your 19 hours. But then, like I said, it would vary. The schedule changes every week. And you're telling me I can't go over my 19 hours, but I'm for sure going to get 19 hours. Well, then it got to a point where there were some weeks where I wasn't even getting 19 hours. I think one week they gave me like 12 hours. What am I supposed to do with 12 hours? I know that they were probably trying to make it so I couldn't get benefits. That's honestly what I think it was. It was me and another proctor who worked together. And she had been there longer than me. So she trained me. But I know that it's probably so they wouldn't have to pay us benefits. I know that companies do that all the time with part-time work or whatever. But at the same time, it was just like, you guys guarantee me that you at least give me 19 hours and you're not even giving me that. Why should I, stick around? But like I said, I was planning on still sticking out for at least 6 months. So I didn't have any like insurance at this time because I had insurance to my old job. And I'm only working maximum 19 hours. Y'all saying I don't, because of that I don't qualify for insurance. So it was like, that was just another negative for the position. And that's what kind of like had me thinking like, maybe I just need to find a different job. Honestly, like this was fun for now, but maybe I need to find another job. And I still hadn't really even started job hunting yet. But like I said, I was going to stick it out for 6 months. But then it got to a point where I was getting really, really, really irritated with the job. It was essentially like they were treating me like a work study. So I signed on to be an exam proctor. My coworker signed on to be an exam proctor. Why did they have us doing, like, we would proctor exams, but there would be times, for example, when, like, I remember one day I had like an 8-hour shift and they canceled both of my exams that I was proctoring. So now I don't have anything to do, but I still need my hours. So instead they will have me doing other stuff like I don't want to say errands, but essentially like being an errand boy. Sorry, I'm not eating enough, y'all. Essentially being an errand boy, custodian, whatever, running around the building. So they would have me, I'm just gonna give you some examples of stuff they would do. They would like, can you go wipe down all the whiteboards in the rooms? So I would go do that. They'd be like, can you go and make sure all of the bathrooms have soap? I would do that. Can you go make sure all the bathrooms have pads and tampons, and the women's bathroom have pads and tampons in them? I would do that. Can you go make sure the automatic soap dispensers are actually working in the bathroom? So go put your hand or napkin under every single automatic soap dispenser and make sure it's working. And if it's not, we need to make a note of it and change the battery. All of this stuff, I'm like, this is stuff that you have a custodian. And they had a cleaning crew. Why did y'all not have them doing that while they were coming in here? I don't know. That's just how I felt. And I felt like my life is wasting away for real. You thought I felt like it when I was watching people. I really felt like it when it was like stuff like that. And I'm not saying I'm above it or anything, but that's just not what I signed up for. I didn't go to school and put myself through college to be changing soap dispensers. You know, I had to take what I could get, obviously, at the time, because I decided to quit my job without any plan. So I know that, but at the same time, I also didn't sign up for that. I signed up for an exam proctor position. And you guys have me doing everything under the sun. And it was just a lot of other stuff. Can you go unplug every single computer and re-plug them up and make sure that they're plugged in correctly? Stuff like that. And it's just like, what are we doing? I'm sorry, I know I sound terrible. But imagine signing on for a job that you know, thought it was going to be one way and then it's another way. I'm sure a lot of people have experience with that. And this is exactly how it was. I felt like they were just doing other stuff. You know, I don't know. It just wasn't what I signed on for. So immediately, and I felt like it was like, we don't know what to do with you, so you gotta go do this. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like I'm below them is how they were looking at it. How in my head, I'm picturing how they would look at it like, you need to go do this, you need to go do that. Like basically just get out of our hair. Go do this, go do that, get out of our hair. And excuse me, on one of my, I think it was my last day there actually, one of the people there who was like one of the people who would give me stuff to do, she didn't know it was my last day, and she was like, so what are you here, like what is even your position? And I'm like, what do you mean what is my position? You got me around here running around and you don't even know what my position is? I'm supposed to be a proctor, I'm not supposed to be up here. Well, can you go clean all the whiteboards? So then she had me clean all the whiteboards. Okay, whatever. I'm cleaning some of them, and then I get to one of them, it's completely clean, spotless, not even anything on it. And so I left it because it's nothing. Like, you know, like when you clean a whiteboard, you spray, like when you really clean it, you're spraying it and then wiping it down. That's what I was doing on the other ones. In the other ones, you could see marks. You could tell that people had erased it, but they hadn't sprayed it and wiped it down. You get what I'm saying? So you could still see, like, the remnants of a whiteboard, like, writing from a whiteboard on there. And so I sprayed those down. So this one I walked past, and I just left it because it wasn't even that. It was, like, completely white. And it's one that was used pretty frequently, so I'm like, that clearly means that someone got to it before I did and cleaned it off. These fries honestly just taste like their regular cheese fries. Like, they don't taste spicy to me. Like, but yeah, so it had been cleaned. So then I'm going to the next one. I get to a room, a conference room that was being used. It has a whole bunch of people's backpacks, belongings, and all that. Clearly they just went out on a break or something like that, so they have writing on there. And she's like, well, you can clean that whiteboard too. And I'm like, why would I clean it when they're clearly in there? Like, they have one of the TV monitors on with something on it. All of their belongings are in there. They have stuff laid out. I'm like, clearly they're probably just taking, like, a break from the room and they're coming back. And then she's like, wait, what? And so then she goes and looks. And she's looking around and she sits in there for a minute. She was like, well, I guess you can leave this one. No shit. Like, I'm not about to erase all of their work while they're working on something and then they come back and they're like, who did this? You know what I'm saying? Like, and then she goes back to the board that I skipped that's completely white. There's nothing on it. And she's like, did you do this one? I was like, no, because look at it. She was like, well, you still need to spray because you don't know what type of, I forget her exact wording, but she basically was like, you don't know what type of dust particles are sticking to it even though it's been cleaned. So you still need to spray this one down and do it again. But it's already clean. I took a picture of it and sent it to my best friend. And I was like, how does this whiteboard look to you? Does this look clean? And she was like, yeah. And I was like, so apparently I'm supposed to be spraying it down even more. If I have the picture still, I'll have to look through our text messages. Because I'm like, maybe it's just me. But she was basically saying you don't know what type of dust might be sticking to it that you can't see. Even though the whiteboard had clearly just been cleaned. Because another day when I was up there, it had writing on it. And you can't even tell that it had writing on it because it's been cleaned. Whatever. So that was like my last day. My last day there. And I was just so happy to be done. Yeah, I'm just rambling at this point. Sorry. So, it was just little stuff like that that kind of was like, made me feel like, this really ain't the place for me, you know? But like I said, I was planning on sticking out for 6 months. What made me change is about a month into it, a month into me working there, my old job reached out to me and they wanted me to come back for a position. So my old job working at a high school, they wanted me to come back for a different position because this lady was retiring. And I knew it. She had talked to me about it last school year. So I knew that it was expected, or that she was planning on it. But yeah, so she was officially moving forward with retiring. And this position was completely different. It wasn't in the front office. And it's essentially working with students who are wanting to go to college, wanting to go to trade school, wanting to do something after graduation, wanting to find scholarships, stuff like that. Really working hands-on with trying to help those students. So they wanted me for that position. I still had to like interview, but they wanted me for the position. So I was like, you know what? It doesn't hurt. Even though I was sick of my old position at that job, I was like, you know, this is going to be completely different. So I applied and interviewed. So I applied and interviewed, and it was with my old boss and all that. And it went, it went well. I got the job, and so I decided to take it. It has benefits, both medical, dental. I'll be working more hours. And I was making more hourly, not just at my position as exam proctor, but then I will be making more than I was in my old position at the school. So I took the job when they offered it to me. I mean, you know, I was nervous because if you watch the video where I quit with no plan, I was just kind of like, I had so much anxiety from my old job position. But I also was just like, you know what, I'll give the school another chance. This is a different position. I won't be dealing with parents being angry at me and stuff. Like, I really don't even deal with parents. And so like I said, about a month in, me working as an exam proctor, I gave my 2 weeks notice. So I was really there for only a month and a half, basically. You know, I felt so bad. I literally, like, wrote a resignation and all that. And I just felt so bad because, like, my boss at that job, my actual boss, he was really, really nice. Had been nothing but pleasant to me. But it wasn't cutting it. Like, it just wasn't. And it's not what I want to do in my life. My current position that I've taken working with, like I said, kids who want to go to college, stuff like that. This is something I can see myself doing longer term. And so far, it's been a lot to learn, and I still have a lot to learn because there's just things that happen throughout the year that are like cyclical. So there's things that haven't come up yet, but will come up later. Like, I'm going to be working hands-on with helping out with stuff for graduation. Well, we're not at that time of the year yet, so you know, I haven't learned that part yet because it just hasn't come up. So there's just things like that. So I am still learning a lot, but it's been 100 times better. And it's just been a better experience. So that's one thing I've been doing. So I quit that job that I was talking about in my other video, and started a new job at my old job at the old school I worked at. It's been, and I work really closely. I have a colleague that I work really closely with, and she's amazing. She's great. She's just phenomenal, honestly. Just so understanding of everything, and just a light. Honestly, she's just really a light in the position in my life. And she has, like, she's technically like above me, so I'm kind of more like her assistant. But she has plans, like, she wants to retire in a few years, and she wants me to essentially take over for her when she retires. I will have to go back to get a teaching license because I have my, like, bachelor's in English, but I have to go back to get a teaching license. So that's something I'm thinking about. But she's like, you know, she'll help me every step of the way, so I can replace her. And I would be able to, and she was basically like, you know, I could be making like 6 figures in that position when I replace her. So it's kind of like a win-win. You know, it's just better. It's more opportunity for advancement. Even my position as exam proctor or my position working in attendance at the school, there's no opportunity for real advancement like this, you know. So yeah, so I've been enjoying it. So that's one thing. That's just honestly the main thing, biggest thing. And you guys know, like, I haven't posted. I wanted to post something for New Year's, but I didn't. It just didn't work out. I wanted to do, originally I was planning on doing a video for New Year's of eating like foods that people eat for New Year's, you know, like greens, dumplings, stuff like that, you know, like stuff that's supposed to bring good luck, things like that. But it just didn't work out. But I'm trying to do better. I'm trying to do better this year. Like I said, I know I fell off the last half of the year. But I'm gonna try to do better. Yeah, I really don't care for the burger. I think I like the chicken sandwich better. I think I don't care for this sauce. This sauce is on the burger. I really don't care for it. I kind of feel like it's trying to add, like the sauce kind of has like a smokiness to it. And that's what they're trying to add. And maybe that's like the barbecue part of the Korean barbecue. I don't really care for it. I do like this. It's honestly sweeter than I thought it would be. But yeah, so I've just been dealing with that, and I want to do better with posting. I plan on doing better. I am also trying to like eat healthier. Starting this month of February, I cut out soda in the new year, so I stopped drinking. So I haven't. If you know me, I was like addicted to soda. I really try not to drink them too much in my videos, but I still drink them for a good chunk of my videos. But I cut out soda, and this isn't the first time I've done it. I've cut out soda before and gone a few months strong, but I really do want to just cut it out completely. So I haven't been drinking soda. And yeah, I'm just trying to eat healthier starting in this month of February. So I don't know if you guys have probably maybe have seen the ads or like people, social media influencers or whoever, doing the factor meals. It's like one of those not prearranged. What kind of prearranged? Those meals that are like you get them and they're frozen, they're prepped already for you. You just have to put in the microwave. Well, they have those. My mom had tried those out, and she liked them. She actually really liked them. It's just kind of expensive. She had tried them out like, I don't know, a couple of years ago. But they have like, you can select what your like meal plan kind of is. So you can choose how many you want, but also you can choose what your like diet plan is. I mean, so if you want to do keto or this or that, you can select that. So because I'm the type of person who doesn't normally bring a lunch, I just don't normally eat lunch. Or when I do, it's not always the healthiest. I decided to sign up for those, so I'm going to start doing those for lunch specifically. And I want it to be more protein based than anything. I want to increase my protein. So those are the meals I'm going to be eating. But I do still want to get back on YouTube. So on like the weekend, I think I'll film like me eating stuff like this. Like a meal of just fast food or whatever I'm doing a video on. But yeah, I just hope you guys have been doing good. I'm all like, I've been okay for the most part. I've, dealt with the job situation, and I am dealing with like a personal matter with my grandpa being in the hospital right now. So that's something that my family is dealing with. But it's just been so long. Like since I posted a video, I just wanted to do something. I have today off actually. And I was like, you know what, my 1 year anniversary is coming up for my YouTube. I want to post something. And yeah, my sister originally was like, I should get a whole cake. And I thought about it, but like I said, I just ended up just getting a cupcake. Because it's just going to be me anyway. Maybe over the years, I'll get bigger and bigger and bigger. So it's my first year, so we're starting with this one little cupcake. Next year, we'll get something a little bit bigger. The year after, we'll just keep building, building up. I don't know. But yeah, so I don't know. I'm kind of just living life at this point, y'all. And I hope y'all are too. I hope everything is going well for y'all. It's just been, I just take it one day at a time. Honestly, that's all you can do, you know. Like I said, I do want to get back into YouTube, but I also think I want to do TikTok. Like, start posting videos on TikTok. I'm thinking, I have a TikTok page that I post. I posted a few videos, not many, of just random things. And I included in my intro, but I'm thinking of making a TikTok dedicated specifically to eating. Like, so I'll have shorter clips of basically what I'm doing here. Well, I'm not just sitting here running I'm not gonna be running my mouth because it's TikTok. So the videos are gonna be short, but I don't know. What do you guys think? Feel free to comment. But yeah, so like I was saying, I hope you guys are doing well. Other than that, I haven't had much happening. It's just been a shift and just me adjusting to life. I tried this. I don't know if you guys saw on TikTok. You know, I'm always on TikTok. I'm gonna close this. I'm always on TikTok, y'all. So I don't know if you guys saw the thing going around at when the new year was coming up. Where people were basically, y'all, this is like, ugh. But people were basically like saying, the frosting is good. I'm not a big chocolate person. They didn't have the one I wanted, which was the vanilla one. This is from Target. So I just got this. I think it's marshmallow filled. Anyway, I don't know if you guys saw on TikTok when it was like the new year coming up. When people like, instead of doing vision boards this year, they're gonna do bingo cards. So I decided to do one. So I did my bingo card, and you just put a bunch of stuff on there, whatever you want to do and accomplish in the year. I just had a birthday, what, 2 weeks ago now? 2 weeks ago. Basically 2 weeks ago. And I turned 29. And so that was one thing. That was like what I put as my free space on my bingo card. Turning 29. So now that means I get to mark that off because I had my birthday. But you do other things like read a certain amount of books, or I don't know, gain a certain amount of subscribers on TikTok or on YouTube. Do this on this, or you know, just different things you want to accomplish in the year. So I decided to do one. Like I said, I accomplished that. Excuse me. And so that's just something else that I've been doing to try to like make the most of the year. You know, this is my last year in my 20s, and I really want to make the most of the year, because I do feel like with COVID and just other stuff that's happened in my life, I just feel like so much time has been like wasted away, you know? And so, I don't know, I kind of look at the bingo card as me like holding myself accountable to making stuff happen this year. This is the cupcake. Happy anniversary. But yeah, so it's good. Yes, I'm not a big chocolate. It is sweet. I'm not a big chocolate person, but I don't mind chocolate cake and all that. But yeah, so I'm just looking at it as a way to hold myself accountable to make the most of the year instead of just wasting away, you know? It's sweet. But it is good. So yeah, so that's just what I've been doing. Dealing with personal family stuff, dealing with changing position, And I'm just hoping for a good 2024. I know I'm a month in already, but I'm hoping for a good 2024. For my new position, I am going to be traveling a little bit. So part of what I'm going to be doing, because I work with like colleges and stuff like that, is going to be requiring me to travel out of state to other schools. To colleges specifically. So I can like experience the colleges, stuff like that, and experience what the colleges, so then when I come back to Minnesota, I can tell our students about, oh, this is the college, and I actually got to experience it and see the campus, and this is how it is, and I think this is really good school for you, or yada yada yada, you know, stuff like that. So I'm gonna be like traveling more. I was thinking like if the opportunity comes of me doing like a video or something, you know, maybe showing stuff I ate while I'm out, but I don't know like how that's gonna look, because how it's happening is these schools are flying me out to experience your school, so I don't really know if it's gonna be a lot of freedom. I haven't done it yet. I have a trip coming up in March, but I haven't done it yet, so I don't know how much freedom there's actually gonna be for me to be filming. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. It's just something I'm thinking about, though. But yeah. Oh, that's so sweet. So that's just what, I don't know. I'm just thinking about it. If I can, I will. You know, if I can like record, I will. I would definitely do it, and I don't know, just show the food side of things. My family is kind of planning for my brother's 21st birthday to go to Vegas, and I for sure want to record if we do. I don't still, just because of the stuff that's going on, like I was saying, my grandpa in the hospital, I don't know if we're going, if that trip is actually happening, because we need to be planning it like right now, because there's a lot of us who will be going. Not a lot, but a decent amount. So I don't know if that's actually still happening, but if it does, I already know I plan on like filming while I'm out there. And that'll be my 3rd time being there. My first 2 times are okay. Could have been better, but I don't know. I'm just trying to do different stuff. That's another thing with me doing the pumpkin one. I was just trying to do something different. And if you guys got any ideas for like different things that you want to see, you know, it doesn't have to be like the pumpkin challenge, but like just different food videos as opposed to just me sitting here rambling to y'all, because I don't know how like entertaining this really is. If you have other like ideas, you guys can like let me know, comment or anything, send me a message, because I really am open to it. I still want this to be, I want this, oof, excuse me, I want this channel to be a food channel. I do. And I wanted to stay like that, like a food channel, or even vlogging, but like that type of channel. I just want it to be more than just me sitting here talking, you know? I want to be able to travel and try different foods and bring that to you guys too. Stuff like that. So if you have any ideas, just let me know. I don't know. I want to do stuff that people want to see though, you know? I want to do stuff that my subscribers want to see. But yes, I feel like this video has gone on so long. And I'm looking at my battery, look like it's about to die. So I'm going to wrap it up here. Again, I just hope you guys are doing so well and life is treating you right. And I thank you guys so much for celebrating this moment with me, this 1 year with me. 2024, I'm trying to do better. From here forward, I'm trying to do better with posting. I don't want to come back in 2-3 months. I wanted to get back on top of it, you know. So I do appreciate you guys being here with me and just sticking everything out with me, and just being so supportive. And all I can say is thank you. And here's to more years ahead of us. And again, I hope you guys are doing well and just eating well and everything, and living life. I hope your new year started out great. And yeah, that's it. In terms of the food, before I go, I think I prefer the chicken. If you guys are thinking about getting this, or you might already had it, I think I prefer the chicken. I don't care for the BBQ sauce. The burger itself has the BBQ sauce on it, and maybe that's why I don't care for it as much as I thought I did with the first part of me eating it, because it had less of that sauce on it. But then as I really started to get into the middle of it, I really didn't care for it. But I ate a good chunk of the chicken. The fries, honestly, the kimchi seasoning did nothing for me. They're not spicy like they say. It didn't do anything. They really basically taste like their normal cheese fries with a little extra flavor, I guess. And I like their cheese fries, but you know, it really, you could just get their normal cheese fries. My cupcake was good. This lemonade, I like this. This was good. I don't even know if you guys like Shake Shack, because I know a lot of people don't. I think some people think it's kind of just mid, but I like Shake Shack a lot. When I go to the mall, I used to always get Panda Express, but we have a Panda Express by my house now, so I don't really do that anymore. But when I go to the mall, I always get Shake Shack now. And every single time I've ever been, no matter what day of the week it is, every single time I've been to the one at the mall, it's always a long line. So I know a lot of people like it. But yeah, I think me personally, I would rather just get their normal Shake Shack menu as opposed to this one. It was fun to try, but but yeah, so okay, at this point I'm just rambling. I really hope this video isn't too long. And if you stuck around to the end, thank you. And even if you didn't, thank you for watching. I hope you guys have a beautiful, beautiful rest of your day. Bye.